Welcome to a world of adrenaline and adventure. Welcome to thrilling man-to-man races, breathtaking missions and places you've never seen before. Welcome to Fly Tales 2 Adrenaline. Hello everybody and welcome to Fly Tales 2 Adrenaline, successor of the popular Fly Tales 1 mission pack. In this introduction mission, I will take you through the Fly Tales world and make you familiar with everything you need to know if you want to successfully finish the missions in this add-on. As you can see, we're in a fictional place right now, so you don't have to worry about where we are and where to go, not worry about ATC or AI traffic. You can simply focus on the things you're about to learn in this introduction. First of all, these missions are a work of fiction. Sure, some are built after real archetypes or events. Most are designed to be as realistic as possible. But in the end, you should always keep in mind that you're a character in a tale, a story that is told late at night in pilots' bars around the globe. You know, the kind of story that changes every time it's told. Now let's see what we have here. Okay, you're looking at the Bell 222 helicopter, a model we exclusively created for Fly Tales 2. You will notice it shares the virtual cockpit of the Bell 206 Jet Ranger. It was impossible to create high-quality virtual cockpits for the sim objects we created for this mission pack. You'll notice this with other sim objects as well, like the military truck in Crucial Extraction or the powerboat in Uber Power. We expect you to control those sim objects from spot view most of the time anyway, so never mind. The Bell 222 will be the aircraft of your choice in the Singapore Air Taxi mission, as well as in the thrilling Swallowed mission, where you descend into an actual cave with this helicopter. The missions cover a variety of scenarios as well as aircraft, so you find yourself in helicopters as well as in single-prop aircraft, jets, boats, cars, and even attached to a parachute or equipped with a wingsuit. In some missions, you can use pop-up menus, for example in the SPAT mission, where you can pop up a menu using the parking brake. Let's do that here as well. Apply the parking brake to open the menu. Here we go. See the options you can choose from? For this introduction mission, we use the menu to enable you to switch sim objects. For now, we just want to refuel the helicopter, since we don't have any fuel on board yet. Switch to virtual cockpit view and watch the fuel gauge as you select the refuel option. Okay, we now have enough fuel to take off. But before we do, let's take a look at some important things when it comes to missions. One thing you're probably familiar with is the mission compass. You should now see it in the upper left corner of the screen. You can circle between the different markers with Shift K. This is very important, as in some missions the markers won't change automatically. You will also find different marker colors, like the red marker here. or the white marker over there. You will find this kind of marker in the SPAT mission. Notice how it is visible even if another marker is selected in the mission compass. Learn more about this in the SPAT mission briefing. Now let's look at another important feature you have to know about when flying these missions, the kneeboard. To open the kneeboard, press Shift F10. You can circle through the kneeboard tabs using Shift F10, or you can simply click on the tab you want to open. The briefing tab usually includes a short version of the mission briefing. We found that a bit too boring, so we decided to show a clipboard here with notes from the pilot himself. They are usually not necessary, since we provide all important information in the mission briefings. But they're sure helpful in several of the missions, so always keep an eye on the clipboard. The next tab is probably the most important one, as it contains the whole history of dialogues and voice messages you heard in the mission. Some of the dialogues can be rather difficult to understand, so you can always go back to this tab to reread what you just heard. In most missions, you need to pay close attention to what somebody says on the radio, so this message board will be very important for you if you want to succeed with the missions. The Navlog tab won't be of much interest, since the Flytails missions usually don't use flight plans. The Keys tab, though, will be helpful if you forgot about keyboard assignments and shortcuts. Remember how to extend the spoilers or the tailhook for a carrier landing? Familiar with how to work the sling load cable? Better take a look at this tab before you miserably fail in the upcoming missions. The next two tabs include checklists and reference for the current aircraft. But let's for now concentrate on the Mission tab. The Mission tab shows all current objectives. This can be quite important, since several of the missions include multiple objectives and can leave you in doubt of what to do next. For example, the SPAT mission offers you lots of different jobs. Each one of them will be, as long as you choose to take it, displayed here. Let me show you how that looks. See the open jobs in the Mission tab? More on this in the SPAT mission briefing. In most other missions, the Mission tab will more likely look like this. You have to successfully achieve all objectives in order to get a success message at the end of the mission. Some objectives probably appear or disappear within the mission, depending on what you do. Don't worry about this, just keep an eye on the Mission tab to always know what you have to do. Okay, I've set the objectives back to the original goal. Let's close the kneeboard now and proceed with a few other things. I think it's time now to take off and talk about the remaining things while we are in the air. Come on, put on the headset, start the engines, and let's take off.
Check. Okay, as you can hear, the sound of my voice is quite different if I'm talking to you through the headset. With all the engines and environment sounds, it can be quite hard to understand what your co-pilot's saying. So make sure you find a good balance between the different sound levels in the FSX sound settings. See the manual if you want to learn more about this. Again, if you have trouble understanding what has just been said on the radio, go back to the Messages tab on the kneeboard. Ready for takeoff? Let's go! Now the scenery around you is pretty much like a playground where you can try your air racing skills, train how to successfully hit the drop target, or see how good you are landing a helicopter on small platforms. Talking about that, why don't you try to land on the helipad of the fire ship over there? I know, that's quite some test, and never mind. By the way, that ship is one of the exclusive models we created for Flytail's 2 Adrenaline. Others include the super-fast max thrust rocket car, wingsuits, balloons, boats, and ground vehicles. But of course, the majority of the time you'll be in an actual aircraft cockpit. That red tube over there, if you fly through it, it will load a couple of drop packs that you can drop onto the target down there. Fly or drive through those white voids, you'll switch to the Uber Power racing boat to practice your skills with that unusual sim object. If you want to switch back to an aircraft, drive through the voids again, you'll switch to the Goose amphibious aircraft then. Hey, you hear that sound? Whenever you hear applause, you've just earned a reward. You can see all current rewards in the mission interface if you press escape. And of course, they will be added to your pilot's records in FSX. There are more than 100 individual rewards that can be earned with this mission pack, with some of them being earned along the way, while for others, you will have to meet specific conditions. You can see previews of all rewards in the individual mission briefings, and we also included a complete overview at the back of the manual. Now, by the way, you can always take your mission progress while you're on a mission. We strongly suggest doing so from time to time, since some of the missions are quite long and of course challenging. Load saved missions from the missions menu in FSX. For more information about that, again, see the manual. Remember, in this mission you can use the parking brake menu to switch between different aircraft. I see you're getting on very well without me, so I think I'll leave you alone at this point. Do a bit more training, or end the mission whenever you want to start your exciting voyage through the Flytail's 2 Adrenaline. Good luck.